Okay, with that, welcome to the jungle that is my experience with Ecomp 355 this spring semester. We did the same introduction with our tech presentation, which I'll talk about in a minute. So I thought I'd bring it back because it was pretty awesome. So Ecomp 355 is the spring class that we had, and what you're seeing here is our Google Plus community, and so that's kind of where we all came together at the start, and kind of where we've all been able to stay together throughout. So it's just kind of Google Plus is basically a place that we can all go. We all exist within it. We can all share resources, as you can see, and we can all access the course syllabus, blog hubs, weekly plans, Twitter hashtags, and the collaboration program that we'd use to do class online. So this is our Google Plus community and something that we learned about throughout the semester. So moving on, and I'm going to have to talk fast because I tend to talk a lot, and I think I only have 10 minutes on my Screencastify, which is what I'm using to do this, and that's another cool app that we learned about. And so coming into this class, I really felt like I had a lot of knowledge with technology in the classroom and how technology relates to education, but you can always learn more, and you really should never stop learning. So my example for that is what you see now, which is my Feedly page. So what Feedly is basically it provides you reading for things that you're interested in. So right now you're looking at my education page. Obviously I'm quite interested in education, and so I created an education category, and it provides reading that relates to education. Another one is my origami for my major learning project, which I'll talk about in a minute as well. I was doing origami, so this provided articles and readings, and often gave me ideas for origami that I should create, like origami dragonfly, which would probably be pretty cool. And then, of course, I have other interests outside of education, so gaming, news, sports, things like that. So I had never heard about Feedly, and without this class, I probably wouldn't have. So there's always room to grow and always room to learn new things. And so now I use Feedly almost daily to find some reading. And so a lot of the reading would inspire blog posts, and this is my blog. And I had blogged before this class, and I'm very familiar with blogs, but this class asked me really to step out of my knowledge that I already knew and expand upon it. So, for example, an About Me page. I would click on this, but my computer's taking really long to load, and I have limited time. So basically, I added my About Me page, which connects to my Twitter, my blog, which you're on, Facebook, Google+, so it's connecting all of my personal learning network into one place. And so that was added to my blog, and so was a Twitter widget. So I love Twitter, and I use Twitter a lot, so my tweets and my Twitter is now incorporated onto my blog as well. And so the ideas of, as you see here, adding videos or adding images to my blog posts, I never really cared about that before, and now it's one of the main things that I look for when I'm creating a blog post, because it just adds life to your blogs. And so, as I mentioned, I'm a big fan of Twitter. I really like Twitter, and I use Twitter regularly. So this is my notifications page. This is probably the last 3 days. So I use Twitter a lot, and I'm always reaching out to it. And so I think, again, I used Twitter a ton before this class, but I didn't really use it in the right way to grow professionally. So again, we talk about that personal learning network, or PLN. And so what that is that's how I connect with others. So my blog was a big way to do that, but Twitter is probably the biggest way in which I do so. So if this will load for me, I use Twitter regularly. I use it every day. As this loads, for example, you can see right here, Paul Solars tweeted at me this morning, which is really cool because he is the author of a really good book called Learn Like a Pirate, which I would highly recommend. And as you can see here, the hashtag 2K15reads, we're kind of doing an online Twitter book study with a couple of books this summer that I'm involved in. And so that's another way that I'm connecting with other educators and reaching out that way. So I don't know if it's because I have so many tabs open or not, but my Twitter is very unresponsive. Oh, there we go. I'm home. And first thing you see on my homepage is Katia Hildebrand, who actually happens to teach this class. So there's your shout out, Katia. So for example, when I started this class, I think I had 105 followers, and I now have 183. And it's not that I care about how many followers I have. I care more about the people that I'm following, to be honest. But that just shows that by putting yourself out there and putting your beliefs and how you feel as an educator into a safe online environment, that you definitely can grow and connect with others. So of those 78 people that have followed me in the last few weeks, a lot of them I'm connecting with through Twitter, via chats, via hashtags, via direct tweeting. So that's a really cool thing. And Twitter is awesome. I always knew what it was, and I used it a ton, but I didn't use it in the right way. And so then we move into us doing a tech presentation. And so again, as you see in front here, this is actually a screencastify video that myself, Marissa Livingstone, and Mike Noasad made about Socrative and Kahoot. And so we upload this to YouTube. You can see my mug on here a couple of times from my major learning project. And so that is what we were asked to do. And we were asked to learn something new. And so, let me check my time here. Okay. And so we were asked to learn something new, like I said. And so I chose to learn origami. And the way I chose to document that is I created a new blog called Folding My Way to Success, which is kind of cheesy, but believe it or not, Adventures in Origami was taken. So I wasn't able to name my blog that. But I'll click on the Journey and Progress page here. And so this is how I documented everything. And I did that through videos, as you can see there on YouTube. I did it through just simple word posts and pictures. And so I documented my whole progress here, and I'm actually not even done. I got one more update to do as we go through this. And so this was really cool because I used my PLN. So I used Twitter to help me with part of this project at the beginning. And so I was connecting a little bit with a grade 8 class at Douglas Park School. They would challenge me to do things. I know that class, I pre-interned there, and they helped me out. So that was really cool. And then other educators on Twitter as well were helping me along the way with this. So it was awesome, and it wouldn't have been the same without my personal learning network, because they added to the whole process. So ultimately, and I really quickly went through all of these because, like I said, I'm a little pressed for time. But the main thing that I'm going to take from this class is that no matter how much you think you know, there's always room to learn more. And so even though I thought I was pretty knowledgeable about a lot of things regarding technology in the classroom and in education in general, there's always things that you're going to learn that you didn't know before. And so I think that greatly applies to the students that we're going to work with, is that you can never stop learning. And even though you know a lot about something, there's always more to be learned. And so I think that's a very strong message that I will take from this class. And in the 10 minutes that I've had to use Screencastify to talk to you about it, I can't even begin to get out all the things that I learned. So I probably will be adding to a blog post about my learning, as well as I created a cool Puppet Pals video just for fun to try out a new app that we talked about again in this class. So follow me on Twitter, mshimbine ed, and mikeshimbine.wordpress.com. So that is very briefly what's gone on in Ecmp 355 over the course of the last few weeks. And with that, to all my fellow classmates, I just simply say, don't you forget about me.